Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Tony's Movie Reviews. The movie I'm going to review today was entered into the Cinemalaya, I think, original festival last year, na 2019. But I was only able to see it this year because of when it was shown in one of the art cinema houses here in Quezon City. So the movie's title is Sila-Sila. It stars Gio Gahol and Topper Fabregas. So they are the two main characters, and they're supported by Bart Kingona, Jasmine Curtis Smith, and Adrian Vergara. They're the ones who I am familiar with. So anyway, Sila-Sila it's about two characters who I think they were in a former relationship. So in the movie is sold as a gay rom-com, but it's actually a snippet. It shows one form of relationship among gay millennials right now. It's very interesting to me because as a gay man, I'm almost 50 years old. I'm 49, and I've been through what these guys have been through like 30 years ago. So it's very interesting to me how the dynamics have changed, because in the summary of the movie, it's mentioned as a ghosting story. I don't really understand what ghosting means. Let me check. Ghosting meaning. It just says, oh yeah. So it's suddenly ending a relationship without any explanation. So for today's generation, that's known as ghosting. During our time, you'll be called an asshole if you do that. Yeah, I've never really done it, and nobody has done that to me. So in all my previous relationships, we do the common courtesy of saying goodbye or cutting our relationships with the other person. But apparently, Sila-Sila is this type of relationship. I like the movie because it shows how gay people date. It shows their relationships with other heterosexual people, the support system. Sometimes, just like any relationship, sometimes one person is in another page, and in this story, I think that's what happens. I think the issue now is because of the apps. There are many dating apps. There's one dating app that gay people use here in the Philippines, and unfortunately, if you and your boyfriend do not talk about it, one person may not have deleted their profile. Like me, I'm in a dating app. It's always there, but I don't really use it very much. It's just there, just in case I need it. I'm not a saint. I need, that thing, and the app allows me to have that thing. But in the movie, I think the two characters did not specifically discuss that part of the relationship, because if they did, then there would be no conflict and there would be no story. But anyway, I think that's just one of the issues people in relationships have to talk about. If even in heterosexual relationships, if you're into each other already, would you want the other person to delete their dating app? And the logical thing would be, of course, delete your profile, because by not deleting it, there would be more consequences, and there would be more fights, which would not be very productive to your relationship. So that's just one of the issues being presented in Sila-Sila. I like how the movie is paced. It's written by Daniel Saniana and directed by Giancarlo Abraham. It's Abraham. In the movie, there's Gio. I think it's Gio's character also has a mature lover, so it also happened to me. So there are scenes in the movie which I can relate to, which is played by the mature lover is played by Bart Gangona, and it usually happens. It's a reality even today. There's an older guy, younger guy dichotomy. Um, it works because I think younger men look up to older men because of the experience, because of the comfort they can provide, because of the money they can provide. They can introduce young gay people to new experiences, which young people could not possibly afford, because of the income level, but and of course the maturity also, the level of maturity that older men provide. Younger men like it, like in this character, Bart and Gio. Um, Unfortunately, they do not go seriously with the relationship because I think they had this understanding that this is just to fulfill their needs, their physical needs. So any other needs beyond that, emotional needs, that's provided by their respective lovers. Um, so the movie coasts along that plot as both Topper and Gio try to find ways to get together, and you can feel that they want to get together. It's just that trust issues have formed, and once trust issues are breached, it's very difficult to patch them up. And it's true, but when you get older, you tend to be more forgiving. So that aspect of the story is not really discussed. Um, but anyway, it's okay because it just shows how this generation of gay men um, want to proceed with their relationships. As the movie ends, the two since they were lovers before, there's always that friendship that binds them together. And since the reason for the breakup is not too heavy, too bad, they can always bond together again. And it's not shown in the movie, but as you leave the theater, you'd want both characters to get back together again. Both Gio and Topper do very good performances here. I think Topper won an award for Best Supporting Actor, which he really deserves, because I think he's the more relaxed actor because he's from the theater, so he appears more relaxed. Um, yes, they do show sex scenes where it shows how two gay people what they do on a date, and that's very nice. I appreciate that very much. It's very important that gay cinema shows um, gay relationships as they are, to show them that this is a normal thing, that we are not freaks, that we also kiss, that we also fall in love, that we have fights, that we aspire for everything that heterosexual couples aspire for. We want stability, we want a loving partner, and we want a trusting relationship. So, in a movie which runs for less than 2 hours, Sila-Sila was able to show that, and I appreciate the effort of the director and the writer to show a certain snippet of gay relationships, of gay society, through this movie. Um, it would be nicer though if they could have a happier ending, because um, we all want a happy ending. Even gay people want happy endings. I mean, clear happy endings, not just ambiguous happy endings. So anyway, with that, I'd like to end my movie review for this movie. Many of my friends want to watch it, so if the director or the writer is watching, I hope they find a way to show this movie to reach a wider gay audience. Because many want to watch the movie. I don't know if the theaters are still going back, so I don't. They have to look for other platforms where they can show the movie and allow people to pay for the movie. So anyway, the movie Sila-Sila, I saw it in an art cinema movie house in Maginhawa. I love it. Since the screen was very near to me, I could really could I could practically be in the movie. So I love the setup. Unfortunately, now I don't think they're allowing movie theaters yet because of the coronavirus. But anyway, to end, please subscribe to my Instagram, my Facebook, and my Twitter. And please subscribe to my channel, Writer Coach Tony. Thank you very much for watching my movie review. Till my next review. Take care, everyone, and keep safe.